Hello YouTube, this is Skip, coming to you live, straight out of Real 6 Aquatic Kennels. I am making this video by special request. I had a few people ask me, how do I prepare my driftwood, my rocks, my dead coil, and clay pots, and things of that nature. Basically, decors for your aquariums before I place them in there. How do I prepare them and clean them? So I decided to do a video on it and answer that question for you guys. Let's get started. Okay, right before you, I have some Arm & Hammer baking soda powder. I got from the Family Dollar stores, about 14 ounces. I got 2 for $1. Pretty inexpensive. Can't complain about that. Also, I got some mouthwash from Rite Aid. Only costs like around $4. Antiseptic mouth rinse, kills germs that causes bad breath, plaque, and gum disease, and gingivitis, which doesn't mean a hill of beans in this situation, but we'll get back to that later. Also, I have some Epsom salt. Now, Epsom salt is a staple within me and my aquarium building and this hobby and aquarium maintenance as well. I have been using Epsom salt for decades now. Every single time I do a water change or clean my aquariums, I add Epsom salt. Now you may add, why you don't use regular old aquarium salt, Skip? Well, aquarium salt is a lot more expensive. This Epsom salt right here only cost me $2, and it is like 4 pounds. I have a large bag here in the aquarium room as well that I use. This is an 8-pound bag of Epsom salt. Like I said, I have cartons of Epsom salt stored in my aquarium room and my garage. I've been using Epsom salt to do water changes for years. And one of the benefits of using Epsom salt is that the magnesium sulfate and the minerals that are in this Epsom salt, and there are a lot of ingredients in this Epsom salt that your regular aquarium salt don't have, but mainly because it's inexpensive, it's easy to use, and it's beneficial for your fish. Trust me when I tell you, this is like a preventive maintenance thing for me. You use Epsom salt every time you do water changes. It helps with relieving your fish from stress. It's like a mineral bath. It also keeps your fish from catching diseases that just doing a regular water change may not prevent. The Epsom salt will do it. It keeps the swelling down. And when you have large community tanks like this one, where you have a lot of scuffering, I see some fish over here having some little territorial disputes by this flower pot. I think a pair of bob mites in there mating. The female got a big old hump on her head, and the male does as well. You can see them in that flower pot, little 5-inch ones. They got another young couple right there. Then we got a couple of orange mites in here that's also displaying breeding tendencies. See that little scuffle right there? Where the Epsom salt help in not only keep down the swelling, the scar tissue heal up much faster when you change your water with Epsom salt. But let me not get off track. Let's get back to how I prepare my rocks, stones, driftwood, dead coil, pots, and things of that nature before I place them inside my aquarium. Now you want to use these 3 ingredients for one reason and one reason only. Let me show you. I have these two dead coil pieces soaking in mouthwash. And I noticed something else about using mouthwash, especially in a bucket in your aquarium room. It smells up the place. The place smells like minty fresh in here. As you can see, there's like some green algae on the top that wasn't quite in the water. And now this whole piece of dead coil was covered with green algae and a little bit of red algae as well. And as you can see on the bottom of it, it is no longer there. Now I like to use mouthwash because mouthwash is safer to use and not as abrasive as using bleach. I notice a lot of people in the aquarium hobby use bleach to soak their rocks or driftwood to get them to bleed out faster. They use bleach and things of that nature. But bleach can be harmful to your fish. It's not good for your fish. It's not going to kill your fish, of course, not right away, because you can actually rinse the bleach out good enough to where it's a little safe. And as far as saltwater fish, it's a lot safer. I don't know what it is about bleach and saltwater fish and cleaning fixtures, but it doesn't harm them as much as it does the freshwater fish. We'll get into the science of that a little later. But I like to use mouthwash because mouthwash, of course, is safe to use. You rinse your mouth with it. And you can rinse your stones off with it as well. And it does almost the exact same job as bleach. But in my opinion, even better. Because mouthwash kills harmful germs and bacteria and any little parasitic organism that could be stuck, especially on dead coil. Creek rocks. I picked this rock up out of the creek. This rock, before I started cleaning it with the baking soda powder and the mouthwash, was covered with green algae. And who knows what else that was in that creek or was bleached into that creek bed. But I'm sure it's pretty safe to place in my aquarium now because of this key ingredient and also baking soda powder. Baking soda powder not only kills germs and absorb odors, but it also creates a clean slate for healthy bacteria as well and kills most harmful bacteria. So there you have it. These are the 3 ingredients that I use to clean my driftwood, aquarium stones, dead coil, clay pots, anything that you want to place in your aquarium, like those clay pots right there. You see all the clay pots I have in here. These are the simple ingredients and products that I use to do just that. Now, for example, this rock right here, this dead coil, was full of green algae. And as you can see, it's nice and clean. All I did was just place some baking soda on there, a little bit of Epsom salt, and some mouth rinse, and mouthwash, and just scraped it like so with the brush and cleaned it off. I did the same for my driftwood, same for my stone. In fact, I'm gonna put a little bit more baking soda powder in here for this green algae. And we're gonna see how that works. Turn that over like so. You can scrub it, get all the stuff off of it, get it nice and clean. It's nice and clean, people. So there you have it. This is one of my old school methods, people. Like I said, I've been using this for decades. This particular method of cleaning my aquarium fixtures. Matter of fact, we'll take this over because this one right here is ready now. Woo-wee! What was that right there? Capone! Capone is looking good. How you doing there, Capone? Take this over to my saltwater aquarium. Rub that down in. I'm about to set up a saltwater tank. I don't have a light right here, excuse the darkness. I have a Texas Holy Rock right here that I clean using the same method. As you can see, it's nice and clean. Sorry about the poor lighting, but it's safe. As you can see, I have baby fry in here. Well, actually baby fish, a little bigger than fry. So there you have it, folks. So I hope that answered some of you guys' questions. You can definitely use these products. They're safe to use, as long as you rinse very well. This Skip, I'm out.